Raccoon strikes again.
That was my line.
And maybe this was one of the first novels people expected Raccoon to be returning. So, but now we've got Mushoku Tensei, the first part of the first season. It's the British release from Crunchyroll. This is a Blu Ray DVD combo pack. And yeah, let's just take a look at it. I believe the studio that produced it is called Eggfirm. Am I right?
I guess so.
Just a newly one, and with every grip of it, it seems like this was a passion project for them.
Mushoku Tensei was really their love baby. They put so much detail, at least as much as they could, into that work, and it was really nicely animated as well.
So, first of all, under the wrap, you see this one. The only part that is glossy is the logo. The rest is blends pretty nice in. As well as here some glossy elements. But I think you can see it under the camera. And now I have to remove the J card since it's sticking to the box and I don't want to hurt the box. In that time we could talk about Mushoku Tensei. I believe it's one of the first really isekai novels within Japan, but it took so long to get it animated. And it's rather unique in the fact that you got all the tropes, but it handles them pretty well.
Yeah, the main character isn't really, at least in the beginning, he isn't really someone you are supposed to like. Because he's pretty much of a douche, to say it that way.
A douche, pervert.
He was a scumbag back in his first life. But in the meantime, he really knows that. And doesn't really think high of his former self, so that's a good start at least.
It's got a German subtitle, Nächstes Mal mache ich alles anders, which roughly translates to
do everything differently the next time.
And with a positive connotation.
Yeah, jobless reincarnation fits better in our opinion.
But still, this is a protagonist who is improving and who wasn't born in this world. And the other unique thing is, he was really born in this world.
Yeah.
You're with him from birth to maybe death. We'll see.
We're not that far with the novels right now because some of the novels are actually out of print and they need to be reprinted. It's like novel 6 and 10 as far as I remember, but definitely novel 6. And yeah, it's hard to find the novels in a range that you want to pay for them.
The other thing is, he isn't always the strongest in the room compared to like Kirito or other protagonists these days. And all his strength comes nearly from try and error.
Yeah, he's a pretty good magician. He got some good things being a magician and that are kind of unique for him. Please put unique in quotations because other people learn to cast magic spells without the incantation as well in this series. But he learns a lot and you really can see his improvement in his character and in everything else. And the other nice thing is that the persons you get to know from the very beginning aren't supposed to be the persons that he will tag along with the entire time. Like his mentor, the blue-haired girl. Her name is Roxy. She appears throughout the series, but after a certain point, they really don't have that much contact with each other anymore. So that's pretty nice, like how life really is. You get to know someone, life happens, maybe you're writing with this person and but you won't meet them for a very long time. You might think about them, but you can't get in touch with them, and that's pretty nice. And without doing too many spoilers, this show has in episode 8 or 9, I guess, there's an entire shift of the purpose of the series, to say it that way.
Yeah, first of all, it really comes down to like a slice of life. And after that incident, you've got another destiny for everyone. Some people also die.
Mm.
So there is still a body count. And they still continue to age. Even those two characters as you see them. They get born after our hero Diaz. I just called him hero, it's more Protect, sorry. And as you see, they went from babies to little children.
Well, you get to know Rudius as a baby as well, and in the end of the second core, I think he's 14? I'm not quite sure about the age, because they don't celebrate birthday like every year. Just every 5 years there's a big birthday party. And this big incident happens on his 10th birthday. And I really don't want to get into too much detail, but there's really a big change in the in everything after this big incident.
Oh, that's the cover of the first light novel.
Yes.
Ah, it seems like here's some parts of the original light novel, so we skip those.
The funny thing is, the Rias used to be a hikikomori, so he really in the novels mostly he does some references of Japanese pop culture about other anime and everything. That's kind of funny actually, because you're reading it and in between you're like, oh no, he didn't think that. It's similar to the Monogatari series with the references.
There are even JoJo references.
Yeah.
So.
And really, he's not supposed to be sympathetic in the beginning.
Oh my god, they're shiny. They look nice.
And maybe we just mentioned...
They're a bit spicy, but... Okay, they are spicy. All of them.
In one of our other videos, we mentioned that everything is a Weiss Schwarz reference as well, the trading card we're playing. And except for the Roxy, this one in the bikini, they're all Weiss Schwarz cards as well. Mostly the foil artworks. But they look pretty nice. Is that a towel?
That's a towel.
Oh, that's cute.
And I think we have to put it under the camera. Oh no, it's not a towel, it's like a
flag?
Yeah, it feels like a flag. Oh god, it's huge! Oh my...
Oh, it's like a wall scroll.
So that's really hard to fit under the camera, since it's big.
It's like a really big poster, just made of fabric. Wait, we'll just...
Okay, I'm just gonna lift the camera a bit, so... Maybe now you get a picture of how big it is. That is nice. That's really nice.
It really feels like it's made of nylon fabric or something like that. It's a little shiny as well.
If you love Mushoku Tensei, this is some nice decoration you've got there.
Yes.
So, but we don't have the space for it on our walls.
Unfortunately. There's so many other things we want to hang on our walls and we don't have the opportunity to.
Okay, that's everything for the first part.
Yeah.
That release kind of reminded us of another Crunchyroll release of an isekai.
But just a little.
It's The Rising of the Overpowered Hero.
The good season.
This one as well has 2 standard Blu-rays within. It had a spacer just like this one for the second one, so you can put everything in the first one. And this one came with the second volume of Shield Hero. The boxes, I think, are pretty similar in size.
The only thing that's really different is with Shield Hero, the gold, the gold shield or everything. They're really golden, and on the back of the box, they could have done something really in gold, like trying to do it the same way in Shield Hero, but unfortunately they didn't. Oh, and this is actually the same artwork as on the fabric poster.
So it's still kind of nice, and I think it's nice that they had not exactly copy-paste everything, since the Blu Ray DVD combo, this one was small here on top. The Crunchyroll logo is still beyond everything, but yeah. I think those 2 releases are kind of similar. Except, yeah, it's a bit less in size compared to the Shield Hero. Nonetheless, Mushoku Tensei, still a good show.
And the dub is pretty good as well, actually.
For example, the adult version, you still hear the voice of Reduce before his death. There you've probably heard a voice actor like in Dragon Ball Super or Fruits Basket. There he is the voice of Shigure.
Perfect.
But I can't recall the name of the voice actor, I'm sorry.
What?
The voice of him is pretty pleasant, but damn, I can't recall it.
Who was it voicing in Dragon Ball Super?
With
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I can't tell either, but yeah, he really got a good voice. So, they really did a good job with the dubbing in Mushoku Tensei. The only thing that's a little odd is of a special kind of species. Sometimes they're called supered or spurred or spelt. That's like every other dub has another pronunciation of that word. That's a little confusing, actually, even if mostly if you switch between dubs. But it's okay. It's okay. The dub is really good quality. They really put a lot of thought into it as well. So, I think
we're done praising Mushoku Tensei. Are there any weaknesses? Maybe it doesn't have an opening. That could count as a weakness.
Not proper opening like everything else, but that's kind of refreshing because the show goes into so many different places, and I think an opening would be pretty hard to fit.
For the artwork of the box, I'm not quite sure, like,
This
guy didn't leave an impact, and he's like...
Sorry? He did!
Not that much compared to the whole season. It was like the last 3 episodes?
Yeah, he appeared in the last 3 episodes, and I guess he will have a really big impression after the first season with the 2 cores. And season 2 is already announced, so it won't take that long, as far as I remember, for a second season. And I guess they really chose this picture because they know what's supposed to happen in the other seasons.
But you could have used this picture for the second season.
Oh, you don't know what happens in the second season. I don't either, because I'm not that far with the novels, as I said before, but...
Okay, and now we just stop reading the novels or continue watching it again and again until season 2 releases. Have a nice day.
Bye!